dates back to ancient times. A Lebanese princess, whose name I might add is Sicilia, was told by a Greek oracle that if she did not leave her homeland by the time she was 15, she would be eaten by a giant cat monster. So she did not want to do so because she would miss her parents too much, but they sent her away. After 3 months of searching the land on the boat, she ended up on a beautiful island. A man appeared. He told her that the people of this island got killed off by a plague, and it was their job to repopulate the land. So they did so, and then became the beautiful island that is still known today, Sicilia.
Yeah, I remember, that's it.
Beautiful story, isn't it? Yes, yes, and a beautiful island too.
Yeah, island. Oh,
Beautiful story, isn't it? And a beautiful island too.
island? I love islands, especially the beaches. I heard this is the largest one in the Mediterranean Sea.
Yes, it is. It has a 600-mile coastline. It also has great climate. The lowest it gets is 59 degrees, and the highest is 93. Not too bad, huh?
No, not at all.
Let's go, let's go.
All right, cool. You know what? We should head over to the piazza. I'm in the mood for a frappuccino. Wow, look at all the shops and the domes here. What are they making of?
This is the Piazza Duomo, one of the most famous piazzas in all of Sicilia. Sicilians make their income by selling many products and doing tours, like I'm doing right now. The tours usually cover Mount Etna, which is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. Also, it is almost in a constant state of activity. Mount Pellegrino, Verdonier Mountain, and the Zingaro Nature Reserve. But back to the products. We make wine, olive oil, biscotti, provola cheese, ricotta cheese, sea salt, melons, caviar, tomatoes, coffee, and espresso.
Coffee.
Oh, and how can I forget? Cannoli! Hence the name for Sicilia, God's kitchen.
Oh, pretty snazzy stuff. Anything else but food?
Have you heard of terracotta ceramics? It's an orange clay sculpted to make houses and buildings, but we also breed horses and donkeys.
Oh, I've seen those houses before. Whoa! Is that a comedy cafe? I've never seen one before, but I've sure heard of them.
Well, the inventor of comedy, Epitrons, came from Sicilia. Pretty cool stuff.
Epitrons. That doesn't sound like a very Italian name.
Well, he was from Greek descent.
Oh, that makes more sense. Can we go now? All these food restaurants are making me starve. Now I just had lunch.
All I can say is coming up, I'll show you the big surprise.
Yay!
This is the Roman Catholic school, where kids not only learn, but practice their religion. Did you know that 98% of all Sicilians are Roman Catholic? But previous to that, they practiced the religion of Eastern Orthodox, and even before that, they were under Muslim rule from the 10th to 11th century, about 100 years.
Interessante. Is that right word?
Haha, that's correct. Well, let me tell you more about the schooling in Sicilia. Did you know that the Sicilian dialect is a secondary language amongst youth? It also was an influence of the Maltese language. Pretty nifty stuff, right?
You got it.
Let's go to the big surprise. We've done enough here.
Yay! Wow! Was this the big surprise? It's huge!
Yes, it is. This is the Teatro Massimo, the largest opera house in all of Italia and the third largest in all of Europe. It is built in 1987 and still hosts performances today.
Wow! It's pretty big. It reminds me of something I learned about in history class. You know, it looks kind of Greek.
It was built under Greek influence, as many mosaics and temples were in the Piazza Armerina. The Phoenicians and the Greeks conquered this land first, but it was later taken over by the Vandals. The Greek architecture was later destroyed in the Punic Wars.
Wow! I never knew so much about Sicilia, except for the fact that there are beautiful beaches that I love.
Well, you don't worry about that. We'll get to the beaches soon. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I have one. Are there any, historical monuments here?
Oh, there are just so many. Like the Palazzo Biscotti, the Convento dei Cappuccini, the Duomo di Siracusa, Fontana Pretoria, Castel Ursino, Bellini Theater, and La Badia Vecchia. But enough of this learning stuff. You go and enjoy those beautiful sandy beaches.
Actually, I'm on my way to Umbria now.
Oh, okay. Ciao, ciao.
Salve!
And Sicilia.
Benvenuti the medieval region of Umbria. Hey, you look familiar. Haven't I seen you here before?
No, I don't think so.
Ah, well then, let's start our tour.
Okay.
Right now we are in Perugia, which is the capital city of Umbria. Umbria has a population of 825,826 people. It covers 8,456 square kilometers of Italy. As you can see, it is a very hilly and mountainous region. This is because gli Appennini run right through Umbria. Umbria is the only region that is not bordered by the ocean or another country.
Wait. This isn't where I want to be. I want to enjoy the beautiful and peaceful waters of the Italian coast. I want to go to the beach.
Now you wait a minute, ma'am. You can enjoy the beautiful waters all you want. I'm taking you to a gorgeous lake right now. Welcome to Il Lago di Trasimeno. This is a gorgeous lake with lovely beaches and a wonderful fountain right in the middle.
Oh, wow, this is nice.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, but where can I see the towns? Where are the best places to go here?
Well, you know what? Let's head on back to Perugia. I'll explain it all there. Some of the great, beautiful towns of Perugia are, of course, Perugia, Assisi, Gubbio, Spoleto, Orvieto, and Toyo, among others. Much of the atmosphere was influenced by Roman and Florentine artists.
What is there to do here? What do you know for? I mean, really, I've never heard of Umbria.
Well, I'll have you know, Umbria is known as the land of the saints because of San Francesco di Assisi. Also, Umbria is known for its chocolate company, Perugina, which makes these small and most delectable little hazelnut chocolates called baci. You can go rock climbing, mountain biking, hiking, horseback riding, and sailing, among other fabulous activities.
Okay, what else is there? What else makes it look?
Well, those things make up a lovely environment. Plus, there is so much wide open space that there is plenty of room for olive groves. Umbria is known for producing so many olives. Oh, and have you heard of black truffles?
You mean the dark chocolate?
No, I'm talking about mushrooms.
Ew, mushrooms are so nasty.
Not these mushrooms. These mushrooms are among the most prized in the world. They are so delicious and expensive.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
They sound good. Maybe I'll go ask for some when I eat dinner.
You should. A gourmet restaurant is just down the street. Franco's. Other good things to buy here are baskets, wood carvings, ceramics, and meats.
Interesting. Maybe I'll buy some. What do the natives eat?
Oh, they eat a lot of vegetables and meat. They go hunting often and have lots of farms since there is so much wide open space here.
Cool. Maybe I'll buy some. You mentioned San Francesco before. What is he famous for?
Let's go to the Basilica now. Right now, we are at La Basilica di San Francesco. San Francesco was a saint from that traveled Umbria spreading Christianity. This basilica is a retreat place for many religions, not just Christianity. It is a very peaceful place that everyone loves.
Wow, sounds old and nice. Nice.
Yeah. Speaking of old, let's get into history. The Ugarit tablets tell most of the little that is known about Umbrian history. It describes the Gubbio political system and the religious rites of the people during that time. The Etruscans are the ones that lived there back then. Then, Umbria was conquered by the Romans. Augustus Caesar named the area of Umbria Region 6. Between the 11th and 12th century, officially created in 1861 as part of the unified Kingdom of Italy.
Wow, that's a lot of history.
Oh yeah, Umbria was a very medieval region. Most of the traditions now come from back then.
That's fascinating. Are there any Umbrian legends? I've heard parts of some.
Oh, there are just so many to tell. Well, here's one. It was a dark and stormy night. Mauro and Felice left Narte around 600 AD and were out looking for a dragon to kill. When they finally found it, Mauro was able to hit the flames away with his hammer. Then he grew to the full height of the dragon and bashed it on the head with his hammer. He knocked out that dragon. Then he climbed up the cliff and knocked rocks off until the dragon was dead. Poor dragon. Mauro and Felice believed that they were helped by God, therefore living in prayer and service for the rest of their lives.
Whoa, that's intense.
Oh yeah, there are a few variations of the myth.
Wow, that's about all the information I can take in.
Well, I hope you enjoy your stay here in our wonderful region of Umbria.
Grazie for everything. Arrivederci.
Prego, ciao ciao!